Good morning, Unity of San Antonio. How are you this morning? You look beautiful. You look gorgeous. All right, Sally is out of town this morning, so you get to be stuck with me. Isn't that great? Woohoo! Yeah. All right, let's start this out with some music. Help us out. Every little thing. I can see the face of God in paupers and kings. Oh, we're all precious, no one less or more. We've all got the same treasures in store. I'm loving every living thing. No matter what comes, it always turns out right. I just get right down to how I feel, then I take a deep breath and grab the wheel. I'm believing in my guiding light. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. wind at my back and a smile upon my face. I'm living my dream a little more each day, and it keeps getting easier to find my way. I'm believing, rising to a higher place. Help us out. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. Makes me feel so good. I can do most anything. One more time. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. Makes me feel so good. I can do most anything. Makes me feel so good. I can do most anything. Makes me feel so good. I can do most
So, yeah, now I got to follow that. Good morning, Unity of San Antonio. Tammy is out of town for the weekend, and so I'd like to invite all of our youth and teens to come up if you're here. No hiding. There we go. Come on up. There we go. Well, we're going to start by doing something that we do as a little call and repeat. Can I have someone help me? Would anybody like to help today? Anyone?
Want to be a volunteer?
Anybody want to volunteer? Just say the words today. You know you can. Want to do it? Yeah. No? Okay. Well, you know what? If we don't have a volunteer, I'll volunteer. How about that? All right. So, oh, we do! Yay! That's what I'm talking about. Good job. Good job. All right. They're going to say something, and then you're going to repeat it, okay? You know this one, right? All right. Oh, yeah, thank you. All right, folks.
I am light. I am light.
God is joy.
I am joy.
God is love.
I am love.
God is beauty.
I am beauty.
God is peace.
I am peace.
God is power.
I am power.
All these things God is.
I am. All these things God is, I am.
Good job. And then we have a blessing for our kids, if you would join us. Children and teens, we know who you are. You are the light of God. We love you, we bless you, we celebrate you, and we see you doing great things. And then teens, we have a blessing for our parents, okay? Everybody rub your hands together. All right, can everybody say it together? Here we go. Y'all ready? Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out.
When I breathe
in,
I
breathe
breathe in
out.
peace. When I breathe
Breathe
out,
in,
I
breathe out.
when I breathe
Breathe in,
I
breathe
in
out.
peace. When I breathe
Breathe in,
I
breathe out.
When I breathe
Breathe in,
I
breathe out.
When I breathe
Breathe in,
I
breathe out.
Good morning, Unity of San Antonio. It is so good to see all of you this morning. Make my heart full. Shall we begin our time with prayer this morning? And this time I'd like to, just so that you become aware of the value of some of the wonderful booklets we have, I'd like to share a prayer from this booklet called Mornings with Myrtle. And this is a prayer of renewal. I stand firmly in the truth that God's infinite goodness is ever present, inexhaustible, and unshakable within me. I release all attachments to past regrets or missed opportunities, embracing only the abundance surrounding me now. What once seemed lost or broken is being restored and renewed with my every breath. I open my heart and mind to the limitless blessings unfolding in my life. And I trust that every challenge serves a higher purpose, guiding me towards greater wisdom, strength, and good. With each breath, I deepen my awareness of the divine I deepen my awareness of the divine whisper speaking new life into my very existence. I live in joyful expectation, knowing God's goodness is the gift stirred up within me today. I am at peace, confident that I have everything I need, and my life is unfolding perfectly, according to divine timing and the goodness of God. I am grateful. And as we let this be so, it is so. And so it is.
When I breathe
Breathe in,
I
breathe out.
When I breathe
Breathe in, 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 breathe out.
When I breathe
Breathe in,
I
breathe out.
When I breathe
Breathe in,
I
breathe out.
When I breathe
Breathe in,
I
breathe out.
When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love.
Good morning, Unity of San Antonio. I'm so happy to be here. My name's Janet, and I'll be your celebration host today. The message of abundance in our opening meditation prayer it really struck me, like the divine timing. Some things have happened. You know, things happen all the time, and you're going, scratching your head, going, "Are you sure, God? Are you sure?" But you know what? Faith gets us there, and faith gets us through. And our abundance is always apparent in your smiles and your shining eyes. Now, we're a loving, inclusive, spiritual community. We honor the universal truths in all religions and respect each other's person's chosen spiritual path. We offer practical tools to help people of all faiths and from all walks of life apply universal spiritual principles so that you might live a happier and more fulfilling life. We believe that each of us are a unique expression of the divine, and we support you in unfolding your spiritual potential to its fullest. Whoever you are, and wherever you are in your spiritual path, we welcome you with open arms and hearts. Now, unity is founded on what we call affirmative prayer. Our prayer chaplains pray from a high consciousness of knowing the truth of you. If you would like a trained prayer chaplain to see a higher possibility for you, please feel free to fill out one of the prayer intention slips that you can find in the seat pocket in front of you and place it in the offering basket later in the service. They are also available to pray with you in person after service today. I love the prayer cards. I've used them several times, and I'm sure you have too. And it's faith. It's like, this is going to work because I don't know what to do, right? So we write it down. Let them pray about it. Let them put that awesome power of positivity and manifestation to work for you. It works. It helps a lot. You're not alone. That's the way I feel about the prayer cards. Okay. Now, if you are online, please go to the prayer link on our website and fill out the online prayer request form. Hello, everybody. All prayers are kept in the highest confidence. If you'd like a prayer chaplain to call you, please leave your phone number on either the paper or online form. Our prayer chaplains are in service to you this morning, holding a space of high consciousness. Prayer chaplains, if you would, please stand up so everyone can see you and know who you are. There's Marcia, her beautiful blue. Lynette. Okay, every Sunday we like to reacquaint ourselves with why we do what we do by affirming our purpose statement. Please join me in saying, through the pursuit of truth in both the seen and unseen, we are a catalyst for fostering a loving and authentic spiritual community rooted in belonging, acceptance, and peace. Would Heather Dubois please join me?
All right, just a quick announcement here. We are starting a beautiful small group practice here. We are going to call them our Sangha circles. So in in Buddhism, Sangha means community. So these Sanghas, I can't read. I need my glasses. Sorry. So Sangha is exactly what we are building and growing here at Unity of San Antonio. So these small spiritually focused circles will meet weekly to explore and go deeper into our Sunday talk. Hosted in homes throughout the city, each gathering will be a space of meaningful connection, reflection, and connection. So here's how they work. So one evening a week, whether it'll be either a Tuesday or a Thursday, whatever works best for your group, it'll be in a host home, so hosted around our city. And it'll be a 60 to 90 minute gathering with light snacks, a copy of the Sunday talk, and a set of guided questions to help spark deeper discussion into our Sunday talk. So all of you are invited to join one of these Sangha circles. It'll be once a week. We are trying to kick this off in August so that we can start doing this and just build that better community and be there for each of you. So we need 2 to 3 additional hosts. You do not have to lead anything. There's nothing that you actually have to do, but literally open your home for people that would like to join for these 60 to 90-minute talks, and just simply host them in that area, and then you can choose in that area which home you would like to go to. Okay, so please come see me or Reverend Nina if you are interested in A, being a host, or B, signing up for a Sangha circle if you are interested in doing that. My last community did this, and over 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I guess it is, and every person that was in my Sangha circle, I am still beautiful, wonderful friends with, and many of them I did not know when I started doing that. So please reach out to me if you have any questions, or Reverend Nina, and we'll get you some more information, but let's kick this off. 2 to 3 volunteers to host, and let's make this a beautiful sharing time for everyone. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Heather. That sounds like a wonderful thing that we could get together and talk, because we need support within our communities, don't we? We need to talk to each other. Okay. Now, I want to remind you that this Wednesday at 7 p.m. is the Kirtan music. It's refreshing for your soul because it is prayer in song. Not song, but necessarily music or tones, and it's beautiful, and I encourage you to come. And July 6th is Newcomer Potluck Sunday. So if you're new, please, or not new, it doesn't matter. Just join in the conversation and yummy noshes. If you no longer consider yourself new, please consider bringing your favorite summer salad to share during our social hour. We appreciate you for doing so. Oh, we're having a talent show. It's the 3rd annual, July 11th. With all the talent in this community and as exhibited by our music team, oh my gosh, we're going to have a great night. Save the date and start thinking about your act. What's your talent? Music, poetry, comedy, puppet show, spoken word. Come and let your light shine, or come and applaud your fellow U of SAers talent. Oh, no, Julie's not here, but, oh no, Julie is here. Join Julie Stith for chair yoga on July 13th after service. Enjoy simple yet effective yoga poses for good health and increased flexibility. Now we have the San Antonio Joe Dispenza Meditation Group will meet from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. on July 13th and 27th here in the sanctuary. Dr. Joe's science-based meditations are unique, life-changing, and powerfully transformative. More information on all happenings as well as event registration are on the events page of our website at unityofsa.org. Now we have Unity of San Antonio has a lot of regular ongoing events, as you can see on the screen behind me. To highlight one, A Course in Miracles meets Monday at 7 p.m. in the Community Cafe. Have you had a miracle lately? No? Well, you need to come to Miracles. You may also join virtually via Zoom. Our ACIM group, A Course in Miracles, is facilitated by Dutch Berkeley, who began his study with the Course in the 1980s. To learn more about all of our offerings, head to the events page of our website. Registering helps our facilitators know who to expect and helps them to be able to let you know of any unexpected changes. As you came in this morning, you were offered, I'm checking out who is green, who's red, who's yellow. You were offered a red, yellow, or green sticker to wear. This is a respectful way for us to be mindful of our different boundaries. Green stickers appreciate a hug. Yellow prefers a handshake or an elbow bump, and red simply adores a good morning or a namaste. Please check sticker colors and show your love by respecting their choice. I know some of you green people with the stickers are not going to live by that. You're going to hug everybody, aren't you? You're huggers. That's nice. It's nice. Finally, let's make a point of saying hello to someone new to you. And now feel free to stand and say hello to one another.
We're keeping that love fest going. We're keeping it going with some releasing here.
There was a time in my life, thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand.
But now I can share if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day. You've gotta let it go. Let it all go. And this is what you've got to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide.
This is definitely a morning where y'all can go home because we've been to church. Get out in that nice Texas humidity, huh? Well, maybe you'll stick around for a little bit, right? Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Reverend Nina Clark, and I am the minister here at Unity of San Antonio, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you here this morning. Let There Be Peace on Earth is a song that's popular in Unity churches and one that we often sing to close the service. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me is one of the lines which is repeated several times. Let it begin with me. Here, within the walls and hearts of this expressing divine idea that we call Unity of San Antonio, we believe in and practice radical welcome. And I believe that radical welcome plays a big part in creating peace on earth. Let it begin with me. And it began with several people who monitored our Pride booth, or who womaned and manned and personed our Pride booth. For those of you who attended and supported our Pride booth, would you please stand up and let us give you a hand? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. They let it begin with them. When we practice radical welcome, we chip away at those barriers society erects between us and that we erect between each other. By daring to meet the eye of a stranger, by daring to meet the eye of someone who looks different from us, and being willing to see them as God manifest, we are practicing radical welcome. I see you. We are all expressions of the same ground of all being. I see you. Welcome. So, will you do that now? Let's be bold and daring. Find the eye of someone you don't typically make eye contact with and say, I see you. Welcome. Welcome to Unity of San Antonio. You are welcome here. And then if you would turn in your seat and offer that same welcome to those of us who are online, the camera's right below the clock there. Welcome. We are so glad that you can be here with us in this way. So 2 weeks ago, I attended the annual Unity Convention. Once a year, ministers, licensed Unity teachers, and board members from Unity centers all over the world gather to further our education, to be inspired, to network, and also to be updated as to what is happening at what I like to call the mothership, as to what's happening in the broader vision of Unity as a movement. This year we had ministers attending from Africa, from Mexico, and Puerto Rico, as well as all around our country. And one of the things that I love about going to conference is that I leave feeling more aware of us as a movement, not just a bunch of spiritual centers dotted around here and there around the country. Unity teachings are making a difference, and considering how many new ministers we graduated this year, we'll be making even a larger difference in the years to come. And so in that vein, I wanted to bring a bit of the convention back to you by sharing a few of the nuggets that I gleaned this year. And the first is an update about Unity as a movement. Unity historically has been divided into several organizations, each of which oversaw different aspects of the business. And over time, that was whittled down to our two current organizations. Unity World Headquarters oversees Unity Village, its grounds and buildings, and all Unity publications like the Daily Word, books and other booklets, and Silent Unity, which is our 24-hour prayer ministry, which prays with people all around the world. Unity Worldwide Ministries oversees the education of our ministers and provides services and resources to Unity spiritual centers in the field. And over the years, attempts have been made to try and unite Unity under one umbrella. after all, we're unity, right? It's not worked very well so far, paradoxically. But this year, we are once again looking at becoming one organization, and it's actually making very good headway. This process, dubbed Unity Reimagined, if it goes through, will result in us being one organization by the end of 2026. And many feel this will remove redundancies, revitalize the Unity movement, help us use our resources more efficiently, and allow us to move forward as a unified whole, better able to get our teachings out to a wider audience and also support a wider variety of small and large Unity ministries. And this is something that I am personally very excited about, and I will keep you updated as I hear more. The other nuggets I want to share came from one of the keynote speakers, Reverend Jim Rosemergy. He told a room full of ministers, don't let a single challenge go unanswered. Don't let a single challenge go unanswered. Why? Because in order to meet a challenge, we have to become someone who we are not currently. A challenge calls forth capabilities and capacities that we didn't even know that we had, but are already within us. We don't suddenly become ready by waiting for readiness. Challenge is fire. It can be hot, intense, uncomfortable, and sometimes it can even feel like it's too much. But it's also the place where transformation begins. We step into the fire, and in doing so, the fire calls us to become more. Jim shared the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from the book of Daniel in the Bible to illustrate his point. In the story, King Nebuchadnezzar has a golden statue of himself made and declares that all must bow down and worship this golden image. However, 3 young men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, refuse to bow before the statue and are brought before Nebuchadnezzar and threatened with being thrown into a fiery furnace by the king if they continue to refuse to comply. And the young men tell the king they will not worship his image, and that they have faith that their God will keep them safe from harm. Well, this infuriates the king, and so into the furnace they go. But when the king looks into the furnace, expecting to see, well, nothing, because they should have been consumed by the flames, he instead sees 4 men, not 3, walking around in the furnace, untouched by the flames. And the 4th seems to be some sort of divine being. And when the king sees this, he calls them to come out of the flames, and once outside the furnace, it was readily seen that the fire had not harmed a single hair on their heads. Even their clothes hadn't burned. And the king then praised their faith and promoted them. At first glance, this story could be seen as an epic tale of divine rescue. A divine being comes down from the heavens, jumps into the furnace, and rescues our 3 young heroes. But we were invited to look at it another way. We often say that the stories in the Bible aren't all factual, but that doesn't mean they're not true. Could it be that the furnace represents a challenge of some sort? Boy, short, can't get that H out of there. A challenge of some sort. I guess maybe it's the some sort thing. Shall we try now? Just I gave myself a lot of S's here. It sure sounds like a challenge to step into a crazy hot flames. The story tells us that they were 7 times hotter than usual. So kind of yikes, a big challenge. I think, right, somebody said Texas. Oh, I think most of us don't welcome challenges. So often we pray for challenges to be removed. How many? Right. The three young men in our story certainly could have avoided the furnace simply by bowing down to the golden image of the king, but they didn't. Instead, they accepted the challenge, and by stepping into the flames of whatever challenge that fiery furnace, now I'm into F's, that fiery furnace represented, something within them was called forth by their faith. Oh, goodness. Oh. And they became more than they were before they went in. They met the challenge. They were changed by it. And on the other side of the challenge, their outer world was also changed because of the change in their consciousness. They were promoted. So what if instead of praying for our challenges to be removed, we prayed instead for the strength to walk through them consciously? What if, like these three brave souls, we didn't ask for the fire to go away, but instead asked to become someone new because of it? What if we look at a challenge as an invitation to become someone we've never been before? This could be what the story is telling us. These three men didn't pray to avoid the furnace, and they didn't beg for another way out. They entered the fire, and it was in the fire that they became more than they were. The truth is, we don't successfully meet a challenge by being who we've always been. The challenge changes us. In order to meet the challenge, we might need to become more brave or more clear. We might need to become more compassionate or more faith-filled or more skillful at something. Every challenge is an invitation to become the person who can do the thing that must be done. I'll say that again. Every challenge is an invitation to become the person who can do the thing that must be done. And we can be changed by the challenge if we step into it with faith, if we're willing to be changed by it, because every challenge is a doorway. And when we step up to meet it, not with panic, but with presence, we discover that we are bigger than we knew, more resourced than we realized. And I think also how we meet these challenges is something important to consider. I think of my own life. If I meet a challenge with resistance, then I end up being like one of those wind-up toys. And I may be dating myself here, but you know those toys you wind up and you put on the floor and off they go until they meet a wall. And then and off they go, unless they get a corner. And then they go from one side of the corner to the other side of the corner, from one side of the corner. Yeah. So they keep repeating those same movements over and over again. Or maybe another more relevant challenge is putting together IKEA furniture. The first time I opened one of those boxes, I confessed to a moment of dismay. There were a lot of pieces. But by choosing to step into the challenge proactively, I was able to put the thing together. A few pieces went together wrong the first couple times, but I got there. And it changed me. I felt accomplished. I felt confident. I had a new belief in myself about something that I could do that I didn't know I could do before I opened the box. But when I haven't been willing to let this challenge transform me, I've tried to solve the problem from the same consciousness that created it. Am I alone? Okay. Phew. I've insisted that it has to work this way. It has to go like this. And all the while, I'm spinning in place, trapped by my old thinking, just like that wind-up toy. But when I'm willing to meet that challenge with a willingness to let something more within me be revealed, a higher solution, something new, then that's the doorway to transformation. There is a power in us, a presence that sees the whole room, not just the corner. And when we tap into that inner wisdom, that's when something new can be born. One of my favorite teachers is Byron Katie. Are any of you familiar with her? Yeah. She once said that there's 2 ways to meet a challenge, either in fear and resistance, screaming and pulling our hair, or we can meet it with grace, awe, and perhaps even a little humor. And that reminded me of the movie Don't Look Up. Have any of you seen that? In which an asteroid is hurtling towards Earth. This challenge is first met with denial until ultimately there is no time left. And yet there is still a choice at the very end about how to meet the end. Some panic and run screaming. Where to? We're not sure, considering the whole planet is about to be obliterated. But the main characters gather around a dinner table. They light candles. They hold hands. They share what they're grateful for. And they tell each other that they love them. They meet the end not in terror, but in tenderness. It's unbelievable, it's horrific, and it's beautiful, one says about the asteroid. And isn't that how life can feel sometimes? Grief and grace, loss and love, terror and tenderness, all together in one bewildering mix. Now, I know an asteroid is kind of an extreme example of a challenge, but I appreciated that the movie illustrated that we can meet even that kind of a challenge with grace and faith. Another nugget I walked away with from the convention is about what we in New Thought call a demonstration. In New Thought, we talk about how we must give in order to receive. And we say this because we teach that we are already whole right now, and that all that we could ever need or want is already a part of us by virtue of being an expression of the whole. And we just need to let it flow into expression. And by giving, we activate the flow. Giving uncorks that flow of circulation. And we even say this as a part of our offering blessing. I activate the flow of prosperity in my life with my gifts of time, talent, and treasure. And again, this says that by giving, I activate the flow. And yet, it appears that our teachings also seem to say that our prayer has demonstrated when we receive, when the money shows up, when the healing happens, when the relationship arrives, when we get the new job. And I'll be honest, when I first heard this, this is how I heard it. So which is it? So this same keynote speaker, Jim Rosemergy, one of our respected New Thought teachers, led a brief exercise that sparked in me one of those subtle but meaningful shifts in understanding. Jim held up a $50 bill and asked who wanted it. And as you can expect, all kinds of hands shot up into the air. He looked around the room, pointed to one person, and then he gave the $50 away. And after the recipient had returned to their seat, he walked to the edge of the stage and asked, who demonstrated the $50? And the room went quiet. You could have heard a pin drop. And I know that question gave pause to a lot of people in the room because at least some of us wanted to say, the person who received the $50. But since he was asking the question, we kind of felt this probably wasn't the answer. Then one person shouted out, you did. Exactly. The giver demonstrated, not the receiver. It wasn't the person who received the $50 who demonstrated it. It was the one who gave it. And in that moment, I saw it differently. We demonstrate not when we get, but when we give, when we stand firm in our consciousness of, I am enough. I have enough, and I give from enough. Demonstration isn't about waiting for the outcome. It's about embodying the consciousness now. When you give, when you serve, when you love, you are demonstrating that Spirit is flowing through you, that there is enough, that you are enough. If you want a relationship, you demonstrate by being more loving, by radiating love into the world, by making space in the world for your beloved, by being all that you want to have in a relationship. That's your demonstration. And the more you do it, the more love will pour through you, more and more powerfully. And if you keep demonstrating that love, a partner will show up to receive that love that you're demonstrating. If you want a greater flow of finances, give what you can with joy. If $5 is your demonstration, give $5 with joy. If it's $500, give that with that same consciousness of joy. Reverend Mary Omwake, a highly successful Unity minister, was actually the first to teach me this, but I didn't hear it in quite the same way. She told me to give what I was comfortable giving. And she told me, if it's $5, let it be $5. If it's $100, let it be $100. And whatever it is, give it with joy and delight. Charles Fillmore wrote, whenever we make a large or small gift, let us make it with a largeness of cheer and joy, even of hilarity, remembering that God loveth a hilarious giver. And after Reverend Omwake told me about $5 and $100, she told me how to imagine, after I'm giving whatever that is that feels comfortable, that I can feel joyful about giving. She said, imagine how it would feel to be able to give more. How delighted I would feel, how generous, how abundant. Don't do it yet. Just get into the feeling of how it would feel to do that. And that was my challenge. It wasn't easy for me at the time. I was a single mom living on bookkeeping income. But I decided to meet it and embrace it. And I did, and it changed me. But I didn't get that little subtlety that was my demonstration. My initial demonstration, what I was doing was giving at the level of my demonstrate. What I was giving was at the level that I could demonstrate at that time. And at that time, it was $20 a month. That's what I could demonstrate. But as I met my challenge, my desire to give more, to be more generous, to have more flow to me so that I could support this church that was supporting me, it changed me. And my demonstration changed over time, easily. We demonstrate when we pay our bills. We demonstrate when we give a tithe. We demonstrate when we volunteer our time. We demonstrate when we do a random act of kindness. All of these are acts of circulation, proof that abundance is already flowing through us. And if we keep doing that, the flow will slowly and steadily increase. And it's the same with anything. If you can share an hour of your time, share an hour and share it with joy and a generous spirit. If you can share an afternoon's worth of time, do that. And then ask, what would it feel like to be able to do a little more? And lastly, I heard a fun quote. Those who are flexible never get bent out of shape. And I thought perhaps if we remember this as we step up to meet the challenges that life will inevitably bring us, we can meet them with a faith and a willingness that we will be changed for the better. We can be flexible. We can shift and move and change. We can let the fire be our teacher. We can meet every challenge as a sacred invitation to express more love, more power, more presence. We can let the challenge reveal more of ourselves to ourselves in a most amazing cosmic surprise. And as we step into the fire, we can remind ourselves to breathe and remember that we are an expression of the Most High presence. Shall we share a time of reflection together? I invite you to allow your body to settle and get comfortable. Let it soften. Notice any areas of tension. Wiggle your shoulders. Whatever you need to do to let your body be comfortable. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes and turn your attention inward. And if not, just lower your gaze to reduce distraction. And with each breath, release tension. And with the next breath, welcome peace. Let go of what became before this moment and what might be waiting for you later. This moment is enough. Take a deep breath in and gently release it. And then feel your body being supported by the chair beneath you and your feet being supported by the floor beneath your feet. And know that you are held. You are safe. You are supported. And then bring to your mind a challenge that you have in your life right now. It could be big or small. IKEA furniture waiting for you, or something at work or in a relationship. Maybe a frustration, a fork in the road, a fire that you're preparing to walk through. And let it come gently into your awareness. Not to dwell on it, not to fix it, but simply to hold it in your heart with clarity and compassion. And now, breathe into this question. Who must I become in order to meet this challenge? Not to fix it, not to avoid it, but meet it with love and courage and presence. And let yourself imagine stepping toward the flame of this challenge, not to be consumed by it, but to be refined by it, to be revealed by it, to be transformed by it. And let the image rise in your mind of the story we heard, 3 souls stepping into a furnace of fire. They do not burn. They walk freely. And in their midst, a 4th presence. Can you sense that presence now with you? That divine companion who walks with you through the fire? Maybe you see them, maybe you feel them, maybe you simply know. I am not alone. This life, this presence is with me always. And now say silently to yourself, this challenge is not against me. It is calling something forth from me. I meet this fire with faith, and I am ready to be transformed. Take a moment and feel that settle into your bones. And now shift your focus to the flow of life within and around you, remembering that we do not demonstrate by waiting. We demonstrate by giving. Giving time, giving love, giving presence, giving treasure. And ask yourself, what is mine to give? What is the gift I can give right now that will activate the flow of spirit in my life? And let whatever rises be enough. Perhaps it's 5 minutes. Perhaps it's a phone call, maybe $1, or a gesture of kindness. Whatever it is, let that be your demonstration. And now say to yourself, I give from a consciousness of enough. I activate the flow of abundance by living from the truth of who I am. I am resourced. I am guided. I am ready. And let's take 3 deep breaths together to seal this truth in. Breathe in transformation and exhale resistance. Breathe in courage and exhale fear. Breathe in divine presence and exhale into peace. And now when you feel ready, you can begin to return to this room by wiggling your fingers or your toes and feel yourself grounded and renewed. And know that you carry this presence with you through whatever fire you face. Know that you do not walk alone, ever. And know that whatever challenge you face is not here to destroy you or hurt you, but to reveal the light that you already are. And as we let this be so, it is so. And will you say with me? And so it is. Thank you.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken hearts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, 'cause no one will love you as you are. But won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'm gonna stand the flat, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. But far away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricade and reaching for the sun. We are warriors. And that's what we become. Won't let them bring me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I want to send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching out to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. And when these words try to get me down, cut me down. I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come.
And I'm marching out to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
As Laura Donna says, brave. Wow, that's great. We're so fortunate, aren't we? God. Now, we're fortunate because of you and because of Reverend Nina. Her message today was, there were so many things to take away. Like when she said, radical welcome, that immediately made me think, radically welcome somebody, you know, but it was such good lessons and demonstration. I have been changed by that. That's amazing. Thank you, Reverend Nina. Now, as I said, Unity of San Antonio is because of us. We thrive because of us, because of you. And at this time, if you'd like to make a donation today in support of your spiritual community, giving options will appear on the screen behind me. We're asking you to demonstrate. If you would like information about Unity of San Antonio's program of regular or recurring giving, please email or call Kelly in the administrative office with our thanks. As always, thank you for your generosity, however you choose to give. For it is together that we co-create this community. Ernest Holmes wrote, "We have within us a power that is greater than anything we shall ever contact in the outer, a power that can overcome every obstacle in our life and set us safe, satisfied, and at peace, healed and prosperous in a new light and in a new life. Let us acknowledge our abundance and bless our offerings together by saying together, I am divine abundance, brimming with possibilities. I activate the flow of prosperity, life with gifts of time, talent, and treasure." And so it is. Isn't the music wonderful? The band and the choir, they're great. If this is your first time here, I hope you're really enjoying this. This happens every Sunday. This isn't just like a once in a time positivity, joy thing. It happens all the time, every time I'm here. Now, if you're new, would you raise your hand so we can acknowledge you? We're doing this. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to acknowledge you. Welcome. And if you've returned because it was too good of a thing the first time, well then welcome back. Now raise your hand so we can celebrate your return. Yay! Welcome. We're so glad that you're here with us today. Now in the back seat pocket there's a black envelope with the words, "This is for you." If you'd like to be kept informed about all of our community events, please fill out the welcome form you'll find inside the envelope and hand it to an usher on your way out. We typically only send one e-blast per month, sometimes two, when we absolutely will never share your email address with anyone. And if this is your first time, please get a copy of the Daily Word from one of our ushers on your way out. The Daily Word is a unique booklet that offers inspiration and practical teachings through daily affirmative messages. This is our way of saying thanks for checking us out. In closing today's service, please join us in saying our community blessing and prayer for protection, followed by a closing prayer and song. Please stand if you're able, and let's say together, "Beloved friends, I see your divine light. I see your open heart. I see your life transforming. I celebrate your divine identity as you radiate your light in the world." And our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Where we are, God is, and all is well.
Oh, does it feel like it's buzzing in here to you guys today? All right. So let's just close our eyes. We don't need to do anything more. And just if you would, there's someone that you know, a person, place, or situation that could use a little bit of a shot in the arm, a little bit of this higher vibration that we've created here together, go ahead and call their name into your mind. Feel free to speak it out loud if you prefer. I'm sure we can all think of someone or somewhere that could use a blessing.
Leaders of the world.
And then if you would, turn your attention to your feet and allow that contact of your feet with the floor to be representative of the firm, firm ground of knowing our oneness with all of life. And whatever gift that you have received from being in this community this morning, even if you don't yet know what it might be, I invite you to give it space. Allow it to take root in you. Give yourself full permission to feel right now the full impact of your divine inheritance as beauty, as intelligence, as love, as peace, as creativity, as power, as the light of the world. Go ahead and breathe that in. Take that all the way in for a moment. Let it soak into the very marrow of your bones. This is our time. We're here on purpose. We are the ones. And so I invite you to carry the light that you are out into the world and let your magnificent self shine all the way, because you matter. You make a difference. So let's let it be one of love, shall we? And if we let this be so, it is so. And so it is. Amen.
Oh, thank you. So let's just give another round of hand to Reverend Nina. Thank you. Yeah. Reverend Nina, for your message today, and then how you show up every day for each one of us. Many of you don't know, but her leadership, her beauty and strength with so many of us to lead this church to where we are going. Look around, like how full and beautiful this sanctuary is because of her beautiful leadership and the love and care that she gives to this community every single day. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And Janet, thank you for being our host today. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you to our AV team that many of you don't know. They show up an hour and a half early every Sunday to make sure that we sound great, not only in here, but on the airwaves or whatever it's called, the cloud, whatever that is, right? Our beautiful children's ministry across the street over here, and those that volunteer to bring you yummy snacks and everything after their fellowship team. So today they're doing breakfast for lunch, and they said that there are bagels and eggs and yummy stuff, and they said there is an abundance of food. So please make your way over there after service to partake of this abundance of food. To our band, whom we just love and adore, Teresa, Mike, DK, and Ricky, Baby Lynn, Vicky, and I'm Heather, and we love all of you. It's such a privilege and honor to be here. Oh, thank you. We love to sing with you every Sunday. So if you would feel comfortable, grab hands. And we are going to sing Let There Be Peace on Earth because our beautiful world needs us.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with